All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this new amazing episode of the Reality Kenya. Of course, you know when we hit your screens, we come with the reality of our nation and the state of the nation as it stands. And each and every time when we come to your screens from the learned corner, we have our guest and the Deputy Party Leader of Safina Party, Honorable Wakili Willis Otieno, Piki Ponki.
Pakamelo Disco.
Karibu sana.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
You're good.
You're looking fresh and cool.
I'm looking fresh.
This maandamano season.
Yes, no, Zakayo must fall.
Yes.
You know, it said that when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn.
Yeah.
And when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. The Kenyan people are mourning because the wicked are in authority.
Yeah.
And the time when the righteous will be in authority, you will see the people will rejoice.
Yeah.
That is the summary of what Kenya Kwanza is and the fate that awaits them.
Yeah.
They will not be in authority forever. The time has come when they must go.
Yeah.
And we are not going to overcome this impasse without getting them out of office.
Yeah.
You know, there's a question which has been asked to Gen Zs, and I have an answer. That once Zakayo goes, what happens?
What exactly?
What next?
What next?
It's very simple. The Kenyan people are rejecting Kenya Kwanza, led by William Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua, Moses Wetangula. They must all go.
Yeah.
That system which they are superintending over, they must all go. And nothing, even today, stops them from all resigning. And you should not be told that we don't have an IEBC, that we will not be able to hold elections.
After that.
Even if they are not protests. These people could have as well resigned on their own, without protests. Are you telling me that the Kenyan state will collapse if we are not there? It will not. So what will happen is this. We have an IEBC that is in place today as a body corporate, manned by personnel. And that IEBC has structures right from Nairobi to all the constituencies in the country. In all the constituencies, we have constituency election coordinators who normally become returning officers. They are the ones who conduct elections in their respective constituencies. The Kenyan people have been funding IEBC every year, even this year. They've allocated money to IEBC. People are earning salaries, they are procuring, they are doing everything. The only thing they've not done is elections. So you cannot tell me that in the absence of these three, the Kenyan state will collapse. That's because we don't have 87 commissioners.
The chairman.
The chairman is and his commissioners. No.
So
what will happen is this. What happens is that once they go, we have institutions in this country. We have the judiciary, we have the civil service, we have the police, we have the army, we have KRA, we have a DPP, we have intelligence. We have all these institutions exist, funded by the Kenyan people. And they have personnel, and they have a head. Each of them has a head and a deputy. The heads of the institutions can come together, okay, and constitute themselves as a committee. Just to say, we are going to continue manning our institutions as per the mandate given to us by Kenyans, for the benefit of the people of Kenya. Once they sit down, they will say the first priority is to return the public, the country, into civilian rule. Organize elections as a first step. Okay? And IEBC, you already exist, you have structures, you have personnel, you have everything. You have the entire infrastructure of elections. Proceed to conduct elections. The elections will be conducted at the constituencies. Then IEBC can take those results to the Supreme Court of Kenya and tell them we've conducted our elections. And these are the results. We also note that there was no commissioners at the time. Kindly validate these results. And the Supreme Court will say the exigencies of the times and the interest of the nation, what is called public interest, will require that we validate the results. We cannot now impede the wish of the people just because there are no 7 commissioners. And the results will be upheld, and we'll have a new leadership. So there you have your answer.
And that is constitutional.
That will be constitutional because the elections are conducted and the People's Court, the Supreme Court has sat down to validate, and we take cognizance there are no 7 commissioners. It does not mean that it will impede the vote. In Egypt, after Mubarak was removed, the elections were held. Morsi was elected president. The Supreme Court of Egypt validated those results. And Morsi became president and he served
Yeah.
for almost 4 years as president. So what are you telling us?
And why are they saying that once the president leaves, there will be a moment of anarchy?
There cannot be any anarchy because we have institutions.
Yes.
Are you telling me the president will live with all the policemen? Will he live with all the army?
No.
Will he live with the entire civil service? Will he live with KRA? Will he live with DPP? He will not live with all of these people.
Yes.
He is an individual.
Yeah.
Even now, nothing can stop him from saying on his own, even if there are no protests, from resigning and him and Gachagua and with the speaker.
Yeah.
Nothing will stop the country from moving on. And just because 3 people have left, they can go. They can even, by chance, happen not to be around.
Yeah.
You normally see them attending functions together.
Yeah.
What if by bad luck something happened to all of them at once?
Yeah.
Are you telling me the country will also collapse, will be anarchy? No. The institutions will move in and hold the nation together.
Yeah.
So we have the institutions in place. This country cannot collapse because those 3 are not there.
Yeah.
This country will continue. There will be no anarchy.
Yeah.
There will actually be renewed hope in the people of Kenya. And you'll see them vote in a way you've never seen before.
You
To
think
elect a new leadership.
Yeah.
Yes, because now that is the time when the people will say, now we are willing to return back our sovereignty to our chosen representative. Because I've always said, where we are today, the people have taken back their sovereignty into their hands. And when that happens, that they've taken back their sovereignty into their hands, the people are at liberty to say, now we can donate part of our sovereignty to an elected representative.
Yeah, to the representatives.
And they will go to an election, they will vote, they will elect their leader, and the nation will move on.
Yeah. Do you think the people have confidence in Kenya Kwanza anymore?
You know, Kenya Kwanza is a mirage, and that is why we are where we are. Kenyans have seen through them.
Yeah.
They were meant to put Kenya first, they have not put Kenya first. They've only brutalized our people and maimed them, and caused the nation pain. That is why I've said, when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Kenya Kwanza are the wicked. That is why the people are mourning. When the people will put in office the righteous, then you will see this nation rejoice. The quality of life is going to improve. Even just our facial expressions. We'll have joy in our face. People will be happy. Even if they criticize their government, they will be happy in their faces that at least we have a government that is working for us. There's something else that I want to point out. You know, this wicked Kenya Kwanza, they come to our banks where we deposit our money. They take treasury bills and bonds, issue them to those banks. The banks use our deposit. The money that you and I have deposited in the bank, they take it to Kenya Kwanza as treasury bills and bonds. Then Kenya Kwanza decides to go and use that money to buy tear gas and ammunition to kill us, the ones whose money was taken as bonds, which we deposited in banks. Then after they bought the tear gas and the ammunition to kill us, they come to us again to collect extra taxes, to pay exorbitant interest rates to these banks.
To the bonds. So it means we are funding our own...
We are actually funding our own killings and maiming and tear gassing. So the Kenyan people need to now even start putting a focus on the banks and tell them, no, you will not use my money to facilitate a government that is killing me, that is maiming me, that is tear gassing me. You cannot use my own money to cause all these atrocities. So at some point we need to say to these banks, stop lending money illegally to the government. And we are saying illegally because already in our laws, in our Appropriations Act, we've said which loans we are taking. And loans can only be taken for projects. Why are banks lending government money to go and buy tear gas for recurrent expenditure, to go and buy ammunition to kill us? It's illegal. There is nowhere, if you look at the Appropriations Bill Act, there is nowhere that it says we are going to take a loan to buy tear gas and ammunition from domestic banks. There is nowhere that it talks about borrowing from the domestic market, but they are doing it. So this movement should also be able to take power in its own hands, and we put these banks on the spot. And the banks which are leading borrow lenders to the government
Yeah.
is KCB, Equity,
Yeah.
and cooperatives. So any Kenyan who has an account with any of those banks, you'll write to the branch manager
Yeah.
or to the CEO. Tell him we are watching you.
We should greet them. Nowadays,
We should greet them. Send them greetings
Yes.
that don't use our money.
Yes.
Don't buy those government bonds and bills.
Yeah.
Because the money you are using to buy those bonds and bills legally is being used to buy tear gas and ammunition to kill us.
Yeah.
So we send greetings to those three top lenders.
Top three lenders to the government.
Yes.
Do you think they do this because the government give them good interest
No,
rates?
but to them, they are driven by interest rates. Because the government is now borrowing at 17% interest rate.
Yeah.
To them, they are happy, they are doing business. So are you going to, and yet the money is not even their money.
Yeah.
The money is our money.
Yeah.
The money that they're using to giving government is our deposits. That is what they're taking to government.
Yeah.
Then the same government, after taking at a higher interest rate of 17%, comes back to me, you and I,
Yes.
to collect taxes. Again, still our money.
Yeah.
To pay these banks,
Yeah.
the exorbitant interest rate.
Yeah.
Then somewhere along the way, between the bankers and the government officials, they share
Yeah.
some of that interest. So this is just part of the system that is used to compress us.
And the same bank now give us loans with higher interest.
Higher interest rates. In fact, they don't even want to give us loans. They don't even, if you go to a bank,
Yeah.
you look like a skunk. You are smelly to them.
Yeah.
Because they prefer to sell land to government. The government is the sovereign.
Yeah.
So we must be able to say no. Send greetings to your bank,
Yeah.
if it is any of those banks that lend to government.
KCB, COP, and Equity.
Those are the top lenders.
Yeah.
Tell them no. Stop using my money to finance a government that is brutalizing me.
Yeah.
In any event, before you even take my deposit to buy a treasury bill or bond, you must confirm to me as a Kenyan,
Yeah.
this bond that you want to buy, what project is it going to finance? Because as per our laws, our government should only take a loan for project development.
Yeah.
There is nowhere in our laws that you take money for recurrent expenditure.
Yeah.
The only exception is very limited, that they can only take not more than 5% of the previous year's audited accounts, and only to address short term, and only to address liquidity issues.
Yeah.
So government should not borrow more than 90 billion.
Yeah.
If you looked at the previous year's audited accounts, 5% will be 90 billion.
Yeah.
And only for liquidity, to address liquidity issues.
Yes.
And the same must be repaid within the year. So these banks must be able to tell, you should be able to tell them, no, operate within the law.
Yeah.
Don't lend money to government
Yeah.
if it is not for a project. And if you want to use my deposit to lend money to government,
The government.
tell me which project
Yes.
it is financing, which road is it building,
Yeah.
which school is this money going to finance,
Yes.
and where is it in the budget,
Yeah.
where is it in the Appropriations Bill Act.
Yeah.
But this thing of illegally giving them money, then now they have cash to go and buy tear gas and ammunition to kill our young people, to kill the future. The banks must be called to order.
Yeah.
And every Kenyan who has an account in any of these banks, just write to your branch manager.
Just send some little greetings.
Greetings, I tell them, no. This is strike one. We are telling them stop it.
Yeah.
If they don't stop it, we can have a strike two.
Yeah.
Tell them now we can occupy you.
We can visit you.
We can visit you. Because you cannot also be the one perpetuating this illegality and criminality
Yeah.
using our money. Because it's just a scheme, a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, it's like you are funding the same way they were saying the demos are being funded.
Yes, they are the
So
ones
they're
funding
being-
our maiming and killing. And yet them, unfortunately, they are using our own money.
Yeah.
The money that a Kenyan has deposited in their bank is what they are using to fund this killing of our people.
Yeah.
We must stop the money train.
Yeah.
We must tell them no. Let everybody now stay in their lane.
Yeah.
Let this country be Nyoroshwal. Let the country be straight.
And we also saw something that also brought another issue when the president also dismissed the entire cabinet and then brought in some of the dismissed cabinets. It also brought an uproar, and people were like, the guy is just playing with our minds. And on Sunday he said that no more Maandamano should come because he has given people enough audience, he has listened to people, he has done what the Gen Zs wanted, and now enough is enough. What do you think about the whole thing?
Enough is enough. And enough is with Kenya Kwanza and Ruto's failed policies. The Kenyan people have said enough is enough. And he should stop hoodwinking us.
Yeah.
In fact, as it is, he's living in the past.
Yes.
Who is he shouting at? Who is he shouting at? Who is he? He's shouting at who? He's our employee. Where have you ever seen an employee shouting at his boss? Can you talk to your boss with a respectful tone? I mean, this is the kind of manners that we need to straighten.
Yes.
Where do you get the guts to talk to your bosses like that? You should be talking to your bosses with humility.
Yeah.
At threatening your boss. You imagine that you go to your boss's office, you're telling him enough is enough. That if you don't increase my salary, you will see. Who are you?
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Who? No. Let him focus on the mandate he was given.
Yeah.
The position he's holding is a position that is held in trust. The owners of that position are the people of Kenya. And you cannot talk to your bosses like that. You must have some respect.
Yeah.
Can you respect the authority of your employers? Who are the people of Kenya?
The people of Kenya.
And talk to them in a language that shows respect
Yeah.
and concern. If you are incapable of doing it, tell your bosses I'm not able to deliver on the mandate, nimeshindwa.
Yeah.
Then they will get somebody else to do it. But you don't talk to them like that, threatening.
Yeah.
So threatening, what will you do? You will kill your bosses if they don't stop demonstrating, which is allowed in their own constitution, Article 37, which they told you to govern by.
Yes.
Because when he went to Kasarani, he was told you govern by this constitution. He took an oath of office.
Yeah.
So he has a problem with certain provisions of the constitution. Then go and tell the bosses that I don't want to do this job anymore. So if he threatens, what will he do? He's going to kill them. How many does he want to kill? At what point will it be enough?
Yeah.
He needs to kill 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 1 million. He can kill them.
Yeah.
He can. He controls the guns for now. But when the guns go silent, what will happen?
Yeah.
Yeah. William Ruto needs to be very careful. These little things that you see him doing here, that talking carelessly like this,
Yeah.
these are the things that end up, will take him back to ICC where he was. If he thinks that he's going to rule
So
by
many
fear.
Gen Zs and Kenyans say that is where he belongs.
Yeah, that's where he belongs. Yeah, that's why his case never ended. So maybe he's missing ICC. Let him then kill Kenya. Let him kill 1 million, then we see. Kill 5,000, then we see how it will end. Maybe leadership.
He's missing.
Maybe he's missing ICC.
Yeah.
You know, leadership
Yes.
is about service.
Yeah.
And if it gets to a point where you must kill your people to lead them,
Yeah.
then the best option is to leave it. If that is the only option you have, to kill them,
Yeah.
then leave it. Because when you start killing people,
Yeah.
it will not end well.
When you start going to church with GSU, you start
Yeah, and then now you threaten, now you kill them, they're going to demonstrate, you're shooting at them, you're killing them, you're abducting them,
Yeah.
forced disappearances. It will not end well. You're only kicking the can down the road.
Yeah.
It will catch up with you. So you better be smart enough and realize. In fact, you should be the one championing and leading demonstrations against police killings. Yeah. Because how many are you going to kill?
Yeah.
And the more you kill, the more people become emboldened and they come out.
Yeah.
So the more you are going to kill.
True.
It will get to a point even everybody will say, no, enough is enough.
Let us go.
And there will be a need for even international intervention.
Yeah.
Other countries may just decide to intervene to remove you. Even we have institutions here that may say, no, we cannot take it anymore.
Yeah.
So you should not talk that language. You should not try to say that I will threaten that you will cause some harm
Yeah.
to innocent protesters.
Yeah.
Because these protesters are protesting under Article 37 in the Constitution. Even him, he claims to be president
Yeah.
under the same Constitution.
Yeah.
So you think your article of the Constitution is better than the article of the Constitution. The Constitution is the same
Yeah.
for all.
Yeah.
So you better confirm that I will govern by the Constitution. You have a right to demonstrate even every day.
Yeah.
Even just to demonstrate I don't like your face.
Yeah.
It's a right. You may not like the message,
Yeah.
but the right you must respect.
True.
And people are free to demonstrate.
Yeah.
In the US, even as I'm talking to you now, there's somebody who's demonstrating outside the White House. Right now as I'm talking to you. You find even one person demonstrating. They have demonstrations every day. Outside the White House.
Yeah.
Every day. All manner of issues.
Yeah.
Some are demonstrating about Israel and Palestine. Some
Yeah.
are demonstrating about gay rights.
Yeah.
Some are demonstrating about New World Order. Some are demonstrating about the GMO.
Yeah.
People demonstrate about so many things.
And right outside.
Some even say they were outside the White House. Some even demonstrating that they want to be made animals. Yeah.
Yes.
There are people who are demonstrating against eating beef.
Yeah.
Some climate change, everything, all manner of things.
Yeah.
They are all there outside. There's a big part, open space left open.
For that.
Yes, for you to demonstrate.
Yeah. And what does the police do when?
So you just observe them. And White House, they continue with their business.
Yeah.
So demonstration is part of human life. If you want to be a democracy,
Yeah.
you must accept demonstration because people will always have opinions and views about everything.
Yeah.
And they are allowed to express themselves in a demonstration.
Yeah.
So if you don't like the message, too bad.
And the speaker said that the 6 cabinets that were brought back, that were nominated back, didn't commit any offense, so they have the right to come back. And before that, you said that William Ruto's cabinet was garbage in, garbage out.
It is garbage in. William Ruto's cabinet is garbage in, garbage out.
Do you think they deserved to come
to an extent that all those who were taken out, they were taken out because they had failed to live on the mandate. In fact, he dismissed them.
Yeah.
He was the appointing authority.
Yes.
He dismissed them for failure to deliver on the mandate.
Yeah.
And his statement captures us that.
True.
And his Gazette notice captures that he dismissed them.
Yeah.
Why is he calling them back in? He was the disciplinary authority for the CSS.
Yeah.
Him and Parliament. He dismissed them. You can't bring them back. It's fair and simple like that.
Yeah.
But with William Ruto, anything goes. Yeah. We are no longer discussing laws here.
Yeah.
That is why I'm more comfortable
Yes.
with the Article 1.
Yes.
Sovereignty belongs to the people.
Yeah.
Because if you start going with the law with William Ruto,
Yeah.
the law is a convenience to him. Only when it works to his favor, the law is good.
Yes.
If the law tries to straitjacket him, the law is bad.
The law is
It's an inconvenience.
Yeah.
Then I want it.
As we wind up, talk to the Gen Zs who are still forging on.
Gen
and
Z,
who
keep
are
strong,
always-
keep strong, keep strong.
Yeah.
The struggle must continue. We cannot relent. We must make sure that we get a Kenya that works for all Kenyans. The political system that has been in place for the last 60 years must fall. And that system was used to brutalize our grandparents. It brutalized our parents. It's brutalizing us. We cannot allow it to brutalize our future generations. The time to cut off that system is now. And this is a message that in the fullness of time, you will see that your sweat, your struggle was not in vain. Kenya will be better for all of us, regardless of our tribe, regardless of our parties. It is Kenya that will win. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you so much, Aibu, and have a blessed day, a blessed weekend. Unaenda uwanjani leo pia?
Yeah, lazima.
Yes.
Lazima kama ibada.
Yeah. Thank you so much, each and every person who has been watching. May God bless you. Until next time, let's keep safe and may God bless you. My name is Simi Kenya. Bye-bye.